Yes, people. Gymrat Pack back in the house with myself, LarryOlubamiwo, and my partner in crime.
Mr. L Rock.
Yeah. Sorry, no Damien Ashley today. Spending time with his son.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he'll be back soon. Don't worry about that. Let him know how much you miss him.
Or not.
So, as per usual, we're here as professional actors and gym rats to give you our perspective on everything entertainment, specifically movies and TV. Without further ado,
The first topic.
Yes.
Which is
Spider-Man. So, the first topic is about Spider-Man having been out how long?
3 weeks now.
No, there's not nowhere near 3 weeks.
Nearly 3 weeks.
Came out on the 17th, didn't it?
Was it the 17th?
Yeah.
Oh,
Came out on the 17th, so 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Or even less than 2 weeks, not even up to 2 weeks. Just coming up to 2 weeks.
Okay.
But with that, it's now the biggest movie of 2021.
Right.
It has already made globally over $1 billion. Ridiculous.
As I knew it would.
You really thought that?
I called it.
No, not the $1 billion one.
No, I said
you called the opening weekend. Yes.
No, but I knew. Yeah, no. Listen, if we go back, listen, I knew it was going to do very well, and I remember just because I said everybody loves Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's true. But listen, even now, so we're 2 weeks in. My brother wanted to go see it 2 days ago in Stratford, and booked up.
Yeah, and there's still people telling me they can't wait to see it. They've just got in the way, and they're waiting to see it. Yep.
I'm very interested to see what. Anyway, let's go into the story first.
Let's get into the story.
Let's get into the meat.
But I knew Spider-Man was gonna blow out the water.
It's crazy what this movie has managed to do.
Yeah, it's generated so much. Like from the children, from the adults, from the fans, from the non-fans. You know, you can bring your Auntie Susu and she'll pick it up. Like, what's going on?
Oh, man. Okay, so this article talks about, it's from Deadline.
I was just about to say,
and
reputable.
It's, very reputable. And it's a Thursday update. On its 13th day of release, Sony Marvel's Spider-Man No Way Home counts $536 million at the US and North American box office, making it the number 12 highest grossing movie in the US and Canada of all time in a pandemic. What would this film have done without it being in a pandemic?
I don't know.
It's crazy. Spider-Man No Way Home swings past Disney's 2016 Christmas hit Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, which made $532.1 million, and Warner Brothers' top grossing stateside title of all time. The Dark Knight as well with $534.8. The Tom Holland Zendaya Benedict Cumberbatch ensemble movie will soon overtake Disney's 2019 reboot of The Lion King, which made $543.6 million, with Disney's Pixar's Incredibles at $608.5 million.
Yeah.
Damn.
Incredibles.
These films made serious money, man. Sony reports that No Way Home's 13-day gross is the third highest of all time behind Avengers Endgame and Star Wars Force Awakens. The sequel collected $20.2 million on Wednesday from 4,336 theaters, minus 5% from Tuesday, the third best second Wednesday of all time. When does this movie slow down? Even though kids will remain out of school at the start of 2022, we've seen these big Christmas movies like Force Awakens, Last Jedi and Rogue One dip below 10 million in their weekday grosses sometime after January 1st. With New Year's Day on Saturday, that's likely Monday 3rd of Jan for Spider-Man No Way Home. Still robust fourth weekends in the new year are in store. I wanted to just give a quick thing on the gross so far. Give me a second, because I just want people to understand the kind of numbers that we're dealing with when it comes to this movie. It's gross worldwide so far.
Drum roll, please. It's gross so far.
1.16 billion. That is ridiculous. 1.16 billion. There's actually the estimates that it's already made about 600 million in profit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All in all.
At the moment.
Okay.
And it's still going strong.
Right.
You know, like I said, we're just about coming to the second week.
Where does that profit go?
Well, some of it's obviously going to go in Tom Holland and Zendaya and Benedict's pockets. Yeah. As it should.
Yeah.
And obviously the Disney Marvel guys.
Yeah, the top boys get their bonuses. And
of course.
Lots of bonuses. And then the rest will go back into other movies.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
And all you guys who like to bash
Ridley,
superheroes. Lewis Chilton of the Independent.
Lewis Chilton.
Yeah.
Louis.
But what do you think of this, bro? I mean, this, for me, it's phenomenal. What this is. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you that I always thought Spider-Man was going to do well. But for it to do as well as it's doing in a pandemic year is phenomenal to me. What do you think?
It is because it's in a pandemic. But then when something's so good and nobody had a negative word to say about Spider-Man. And that's the thing. If it's a bit and a bit you're like, oh, okay, I might see it later.
Yeah.
But everyone that saw Spider-Man told everyone else, this is the best Spider-Man so far.
Yeah.
Go and see it. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, all right, I'm going to.
Exactly what I told my sister.
Yeah.
She went and saw it.
But, you know, people that didn't know I'd already seen it was like, no, you got to go and see it. I said, I've seen it. It's great.
Yeah.
So I think word of mouth just plays a massive part.
100%.
You know,
100%.
Word of mouth, and you know, the parents are at home. What can I take the kids? Like, I can take them to see Spider-Man. We can make a day out of it.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
You know, Nando's afterwards or whatever. Like,
I love a Nando's.
That's it. It's a day out.
Yeah, man.
It's a day out. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, you know, I wasn't shocked because everyone, like, you know, everyone goes to watch Spider-Man.
Again, for me, I'm just wondering what this film. I don't think it would have challenged Endgame still, because Endgame was a phenomenon.
And
an anomaly.
Yeah.
And you've got to remember, Endgame, although the same could be said for Spider-Man, Endgame was the culmination of 20 films.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I might be wrong, but in my lifetime, I don't think we're going to see the likes of Endgame again. I mean,
what did it rest at?
Because let me. So we're wowing at this figure, and as we should in a pandemic. In one weekend worldwide, not 2 weeks, weekend.
Yeah.
Endgame made 1.2.
Oh yeah.
Billion.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Crazy. In a week.
Yes, it's nuts.
It's nuts. And with how this performed, I wouldn't be surprised if Endgame was released in a pandemic like this. If it would still make that, I think it would still make that kind of money.
I think so.
Because people would just be wanting to watch it.
Like I said to you, it's good.
Do you know what I mean?
When things are good, that borderline great.
And people, do you know what it is? You're right. But I think what it is also, and the same could be said for Endgame, was the anticipation. So you knew for months even, people were talking about this film. Yeah. People were talking about, is Tobey Maguire going to be in it? Is Andrew Garfield going to be in it?
The mystery.
Right.
The mystery. Sorry,
right. The mystery. You got your mystery excited. Is Tom Hardy going to be in it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. All these questions. Is Miles Morales going to appear in it?
Yeah.
There's so many questions around this movie, and then the leaks happened, and then you weren't sure, and then there was the manipulation of the trailers, and it was so much to talk about. Yeah. Everyone was so excited.
It was marketed perfectly.
The marketing was spot on.
Perfectly.
Spot on.
The right leaks, the right misleadings.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, because at some level you've got to think Marvel had a hand in these leaks.
Of course they did.
You know what I mean?
You can't
They're not
leak
stupid.
from Marvel. How are you going to leak? Who
Listen,
leaks?
you know I've had a few auditions from Marvel, right? And when I tell you, and you because you helped me with most of these auditions yourself, so you know that these scripts are watermarked.
Yeah.
So you know if anyone leaks anything, they know exactly who leaked it.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're in trouble.
Got your name all over
exactly,
it.
because you have to sign an NDA before getting the script. They wouldn't even send the script to my agent. They send it direct to me.
Yeah, because only you're signing for it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've got to understand that, you know, what we're saying is not far-fetched.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Because believe you me, if someone actually leaked stuff, there'd be hell to pay.
Someone's going jail because they ain't going to be able to afford to pay Disney.
Right. Right.
You ain't going to be a Marvel. You're not going to be able to. The MCU. That's going to be a superpower of its own.
Exactly.
Superpower your ass in jail. You know what I mean?
Oh man. So but then you see the thing that I, as good as this film is and fantastically making so much money, it sets a very high bar for the next Spider-Man film. Do you know what I mean? It sets a very
But then I think it could. They've got so much to do with the Miles character, and I think it's got legs.
Yeah.
It's got legs.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna stay in the sky forever. But I still think there's a little bit more left in Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh, there's
like with the different Spider-Man still. Not even just the Tobies. I'm talking about, you know, like we've seen the multiverse. The animation. And just where it can go.
And I think even this film kind of showed with the whole multiverse angle where it can go. And it's still
only touching, you know.
Right. It's only touched. And remember, there's still other films to come that's going to touch on this multiverse thing even more.
Right.
So there's the one that they advertised straight after the film, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Which looks great.
Yeah. And then they've got Ant-Man 3 Quantumania with Kang. Who, you know, from Loki. Which was all about multiverse. So, you know, and that's why I've always speculated that's how they're going to bring in X-Men and Fantastic Four through the multiverse.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. And not only that, they've actually whitewashed the canvas now.
Yes.
So they've done it so smart that it's almost Spider-Man from day one now.
Yeah. Well, I think, I spoke to Damien about this because he was like, he wasn't so sure about that part. And I was like, they've done that just in case they couldn't work out a deal with each other.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you could see them now going, if it goes back to Sony, they've wiped the slate clean.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So they can carry on.
So Sony can just do whatever they do and it's not entangled with other characters and this and that.
Right, exactly.
Right. So they can, you know.
Do you know what I mean? So I think they've hedged their bets there. Obviously, they've already said they're going to continue, so that's all good. But I think they've done that to leave the door open just in case. Because we know how business goes. You know what I mean? It's not always smooth. As they showed before the second Spider-Man film, now the deal almost fell through then. You know, so but yeah, man, I think it's great. I think it sets a high bar, but like you said, I think they have plenty in mind and in stock.
They got plenty
to continue with this success. Would you say?
Yeah, I agree. I just think it's got so much legs, and there's just so many different places to take it. And I got to see the first Black Spider-Man.
Miles Morales.
I have to see that.
Do you know what?
I have to see that, and they will do it. They will do it.
Do you see? Do you know what it is? Yeah. So what happens when sometimes in especially with Marvel, when they've got a character, a long-standing character like Peter Parker in Spider-Man, and they change him, but not change him, but they do another iteration of him while the other one is still there, they're not very popular. A good example of that is, and they're actually doing a Disney Plus series on Ironheart.
Right.
Riri Williams.
Right. Okay.
Right. But but I think it didn't work in the comics. She's not a popular character in the comic.
No.
Which made me question why they're going to do a series of her in the MCU.
Yeah.
But I can see why they're taking a chance, because they might got rid of Iron Man. That didn't happen in the comics.
No.
Do you see what I'm saying? Iron Man was still there.
Yeah.
But there's some basically, Riri Williams, Ironheart, and you can all vouch for me in this. She wasn't liked in the comics. Comics didn't do well.
No.
Miles Morales, on the other hand, this is why they did Spider-Verse. He's a very popular character. And I think what they've done in the comics, and they've replicated it in Spider-Verse, which I think would then transition into the live action, is they didn't marginalize Peter Parker. They know Peter. Listen, even to us black people, Peter Parker
is Spider-Man.
Is Spider-Man. I'm not gonna. Do you know what I mean? So you didn't marginalize it, and you didn't try to get Miles Morales to take over.
No,
you've actually incorporated him and let Peter Parker groom him. Yeah, I love the way they done that.
That's what. Like I said, I'm not for rewriting what is.
Yeah,
Spider-Man is a white guy,
a
young boy, that goes to school, but having, just like we had the different variations of Spider-Man, just taking it different places. For me, that's what's fun. That's exciting. And that it's inclusive. But Peter Parker is Peter Parker.
Peter Parker is Spider-Man. But Miles Morales is a popular character and he's also Spider-Man.
And I think he's got legs.
And 100%.
And I think he will even bring a different audience as well.
100%. Because remember, he's not only just black, he's also Latino. Do you know what I mean? So you got the whole Latino
he's
group
mixed
of people
race
to come as well.
There you go.
So I definitely echo what you're saying there, bro. 100%. So you reckon this will continue?
This will continue
success?
For a little while.
For
a little while.
I agree, man. I agree. And that's why it'd be very interesting, as I said in the previous topic about the Avengers, seeing how they incorporate all of these. It's going to be a very interesting time.
Well, this is it.
The next few years.
I know. I think so. Because even the way they included Spider-Man previously,
from Civil War,
they've got to change it now because he's solid now. He's not the young buck. You can't keep doing that. You're nearly in. You're nearly big enough for the Avengers. You're in, man.
He's seasoned.
You're seasoned. So you got to have solid main role. Not just like on the outskirts.
Well, that will touch into what our next topic will be.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think of this phenomenal success of Spider-Man No Way Home? Like, do you think it can be replicated in the next Spider-Man films?
Or is that it? Do you think that's it? End of the road?
Yeah, let us know.
Grand finale? Grand finale? As Larry would say.
Like I would say. Right.
Didn't you say that in the last show?
No, I didn't.
Grand finale. Yeah, you did. It's in there.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
I'll show you.
Maybe. I'm tired.
Anyway, the grand finale.
Yeah, man. Let us know in the comments down below what you think.